In this dynamic and ever-changing business environment, remain flexible, remain agile, and possess a strong and positive mindset. Seize opportunities that come your way and commit yourself to remain a lifelong learner.
With stressful situations, I tend to quickly want to assess. It's my default, the worst case and the best case scenario very quickly, and then also get a sense for what's within my control and what isn't, before I arrive at a comfort level with the situation as it is, and realize what I can and what I can't do. And that's been critical for me at every juncture. The other thing I think that helps on a more sort of practical level is music. It de-stresses me enormously, so I have a playlist that I use specifically for when I think I'm about to get stressed. Thanks for having me participate in this, and happy International Women's Day.
Change is upon us faster than ever. No single entity can tackle climate, social, health and economic crisis alone. In this decade of decisive action, I choose to challenge inequality and be a piece of the action to build a fairer, a more equitable and sustainable future for all.
I always encourage my team to think out of the box and come up with new solutions. At Champion REIT, we embrace influencing culture not only from top down, but also bottom up. When we exchange insights and inspirations, we can create more ideas and go the extra mile.
Being a leader is a choice to adopt a certain set of behaviours. So think about a leader that you admire or what you want from your boss, and embody those same traits when you deal with other people. Be all over the numbers, align with mega trends, find a way to love what you do so that your passion shines. Know your elevator pitch and use it, seek senior sponsors, ask for opportunities and stretch assignments, and over-deliver. Don't underestimate the power of networking. Help elevate others, be authentic, give back and be kind.
At APREA, we strive to build an environment that accepts differences and fosters gender-agnostic and equitable work culture that employees feel proud to call their own. Let's all choose to challenge the status quo by being an equal opportunity employer.
Remember, graceful manner will determine the level of success you achieve in any area of your life. So, when you face a stressful situation, deep breath first, and then trying to find the hidden gift. Pressure means challenge. Challenge brings you growth, and growth will make your life brilliant. Trying to find your advantage to match it, to conquer it. Be the graceful woman. Choose the challenge.
Empowerment, awareness, and stakeholder education. This is the way forward to advance women in the workplace. Most women today are well educated and confident. Empower them through sharing and learning sessions where they get first-hand insights from successful women leaders, their journey, and what people don't tell them. Stakeholder education is equally important to manage perception and conscious and unconscious bias.
Hi, this is Meghana from India Grid Trust, India's first power sector infrastructure investment trust. I head the mergers and acquisitions and investor relations function. In an increasingly competitive world where anything and everything is okay, the one out-of-the-box approach and value that has worked for me is integrity. Because although it may seem that you end up losing in the short term, you do end up winning in the long term. At the same time, biases of all kinds are there, especially gender bias. Being aware of this bias is the starting point. Thereafter, what matters is how we do not allow this bias to doubt our competence and capabilities. Wish you all a very happy and healthy International Women's Day. Thank you.
Hey, it's Melody. So how I'm managing a stressful situation, So the first thing to do is to get out the stressful situation. I shift focus. I just totally go do the things I like. I go golf for the whole day to forget about the whole stressful situation before coming back in to manage the stress. But this is also one way to manage the stress, by shifting your focus to do other things you like to do. This is how I do it.
Until women have equal access to the opportunities as men do in all spheres of life, I believe there is still a need for feminism. It's not an us versus them discussion. I believe that it's beneficial for all if men and women can support each other. In the workplace, a first step would be to ensure that men are also part of the support system at home so that women can take on equally challenging jobs and do not bear an unfair burden of childcare and housework. I choose to challenge.
How do I deal with stressful situations? 3 things I'd recommend. The first, keep your eye on the prize. Every time you're about to say or do, act or react, ask yourself, will this help me achieve my objectives? If it won't, don't do it. The second thing, talk it through with other people. And the third is to just take a break. Even if it's for 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Take a bit of a walk, take a few deep breaths. It helps to calm and it does bring clarity.
Happy International Women's Day from Catherine Law at Sign Group. I'm honored to be asked to do this little video to celebrate today with all the women around the world. And on behalf of Sign, I want to thank you, all the men and women who have been leading by examples to show that we need more diversity in the workplace. And keep up the good work. Cheers.
Hi everyone, there's no magic formula to get to the C-suite. My personal journey has centered around 3 M's. Firstly, a mindset that you shall be the best person for the role. Secondly, arm yourself with mentors that guide and let you grow. And lastly, be mobile and venture when opportunity knocks. For every opportunity is a great learning journey in itself. Choose to challenge.
Hi everyone, I'm Angeline, Senior Account Director of Intralinks. After working in sales for the past 8 years, I have learned that feeling stressed out is inevitable. Managing stress has become my role on a day-to-day basis. Unproductivity, multitasking, and feeling disorganized are some of the key contributors to stress. Thus, I have learned to capture my state of mind by writing down my thoughts, prioritizing my tasks, and acting on them accordingly. I won't deny that there are times that I break down due to a high level of stress. But what I have learned that is letting out your emotion can be a sign of strength and not weakness. Therefore, always keep calm and remember that you are stronger than you think.
More than feminism, what we need is equalism. That is a level playing field for everyone, be it growth, opportunities, perceptions, rules, pretty much everything.
Getting to the C-suite is easy, yet it requires conscious effort. The key is to take up more challenging roles and responsibilities, and once you accomplish those, ask for your rewards. Do not feel shy or embarrassed to ask for what you're entitled to.
Inclusive gender policies are fundamental to effect real systematic change. We must continue to challenge and push the status quo. We cannot coast. This change needs to be intentional. We need to assess our existing policies and uncover the gaps and the blind spots. All genders have a role to play and take responsibility and be accountable. This is how we'll be able to measure and see the gender gap close. Will you choose to challenge?
My advice is to develop your own playbook for your career. So in my book, it has been mostly about 3 things. First, confidence, find your edge, believe in it, nurture it. It's also about persistence, so be clear what you stand for and then continue no matter what when you know you are in the right course of action. And it's also about growth, so keep learning, adapting, enjoy being out of your comfort zone. Surround yourself with people who will propel you and do the same with others. So in a few words, do not leave it up to chance.
The first step to gender agnostic policies is to create a culture that is truly inclusive. Policies can just be on a piece of paper, but what really is important is the execution of it and how it eventually penetrates into the organizational DNA. When you walk the talk is truly when you're making the difference. And basically leaders need to become change agents in the external community. When it is driven from the top, I think that is really the push factor that makes the difference.
I believe that there should always be a strong sense of diversity and inclusion when developing gender-agnostic policies. Hiring the right people is the ultimate goal, and having robust policies in place is the key to achieving success.
I believe that people are the key to your success. Always work with people who will challenge you, and always hire people who are better than you.
So how do I deal with a stressful situation? Well, I think I'm a very faith-driven person, and that helps me accept deep down that I can only control my actions and my efforts, but not the results of those actions, because that is God's will. So whatever I do, whether it turns out to be favorable or unfavorable, there is a deep acceptance that things are ultimately not in our control. And also I am trained in Hindustani classical music, so for the other things I just sing my way to happiness. Wishing you all a very happy Women's Day. Thank you.